Alright, I wanted to give my personal thoughts on Noli because I feel like he's not really where he should be. He feels a bit weak, a bit underpowered at times. He definitely can be good. There's just so much to one of his abilities, being Void Rush. I think they can buff to make him feel like actually good. Because right now he doesn't really feel great, especially against good teams. And if you play Noli against good teams, then you definitely know what I'm talking about. Because he feels so weak against good teams because his Void Rush is so like easily counterable at times. Teams, especially since on a lot of maps, there's a lot of places like loops that are very easily counterable against Void Rush. You can't curve around the corners of the loop with it. So it feels really bad when you're getting looped and there's nothing you can do, especially on that one, like the elevated part of Pirate Bay, like that big loop. You can't use Void Rush to curve around it. You can't hit people through walls through with Nova. You can't really teleport to the generator on it, especially if there's no generator there. He just feels like he just feels like there's like little to no anti-loop, especially on very strong loops like those. And even on the loops on glass houses, like the little like L-shaped loops, like those, even those are enough to counter Noli. And those usually are only really good against like Jason, and that's it. Because Cool Kid has minions that he can use to block the sides of it. John Doe has Spice where he can block off one side and corner you. 1X can use Entanglement or Mass Affection to corner you to one side, or to just hit you and make you stand in place to completely interrupt the loop. But Noli really has nothing against that. Unless you go on the smaller loops, then you can hit people through it. But sometimes they won't even do that. They'll just keep running. So it feels like really, really weak. Like really, really weak. Like sometimes I feel like hopeless playing against him. Because, especially, I know the PTB, I'm going to show some footage of that. The M1 just feels so bad even on good ping. Because even on good ping, it feels like they just don't hit. Because I heard that the animation and the hitboxes aren't lined up for some unknown reason. So it feels super bad when you try to, because you know you're reliant on the animation to hit people, right? And it just doesn't work. On the PTB, it definitely feels a lot better. The hitboxes as Noli and against, for fine. I really like the changes. It might just be a placebo effect, but it definitely feels a lot better than whatever the hell was going on in the live game right now. But again, he just feels so weak. If the survivor has more than like 5 days to know how to run around the loop, he just feels like at times just hopeless, especially against guests and just overall good teams. There's nothing really he can do. And I'm not like other killers like Cool Kid. Cool Kid can absolutely demolish a survivor in like less than like 10 seconds. The only killer that I can really compare to Noli is Jason. And Jason's the weakest killer in the game. Might seem a bit weird that I'm saying that, but think about it. Jason's the only character who can't slow down or speed up himself. He can't slow down survivors, he can't speed up himself. And similar to Noli, there's really nothing he can do. He can't slow down survivors, he can give them hallucinations, and that has actually worked against me once. When I was low on health, it was really situational. And it's been like a couple days, right? There's like really nothing you can do to counter looping. If the survivor's in an open area, Void Rush won't work in open areas because if the survivor isn't a complete moron, they will just run away. The good thing is that you can actually cancel Void Rush. Thank God that you can. I really glad they thought of that, but it's just not really like good in loops when you're chasing somebody. It's good if you're doing something like what Kaiser did in the clips before Noli came out, and after teleporting to generators like far away and like catching survivors off guard, that is really good. Because they'll be confused by the fake Noli and you'll come through and just demolish them because they don't know you're there. And then you lose 40 health because you don't hit them with the first rush. In my opinion, if they have hallucination and you hit them with the thing, it should do 50. Like straight up, it should do 50. It should do 50 if they have hallucination and you hit them with Void Rush. Because, or not sometimes, whenever you hit a survivor and they have hallucination, they only do 40 damage instead of 50. And I know it's because of the first hit, but in my opinion, the total damage that Void Rush can do to one survivor is 50. So in my opinion, make it do 50. Really, that's my main issue with Noli, is that Void Rush feels underpowered, and super counterable against good teams. Yeah, I think he just needs some buffs. And if you really think that he doesn't need a buff, I encourage you to really get better at the game before you talk about balance. Because I've only seen one other person hold this opinion that he's weak, and I'm going to show some footage. And by some, I mean only one game, but I actually played a couple games on the PTB and I was getting demolished. I just recorded this one. I managed to win those matches, luckily, because I have Sometimes I don't have the best games, but nobody has good games every day. You don't think that you should, but I'm gonna show some footage that he lived up to the hype a bit more.